Hey, it's Erin. With summer upon us, I thought it would be fun to take the workout outdoors today. So, we'll be in my backyard and I'm doing a sliding abs workout using a skateboard. If you don't have a skateboard, don't worry. I've got a couple of different options for you. If you have carpet or a rug, feel free to use paper plates. They work really well. Now, if you've got hardwoods or tile flooring, you can use a towel. It also works great. Keep in mind, there are thousands of excuses not to do something. You just need one reason to do it. Now, the reason I love sliding abs so much is that it's not only going to train the six pack or that rectus abdominis, but we're also hitting the musculature under the six pack, which is the transverse abdominis or that TVA. And I always do this when I say TVA because the musculature runs horizontally. And when strengthened, it can whittle your middle. It can create a smaller waist. So without further ado, let's head outside and train. Our first exercise is more of a total body exercise. This is the Pike Up, and it is excellent for shoulder health, especially rotator cuff or back, obviously core strength, your hip flexors and hamstrings. You want to start by getting into a high plank position. This just means that your arms are fully extended, that your palms are on the floor. You want to make sure that your arms are perpendicular to the floor and that both toes are touching and that they are on the skateboard. If you're using gliding discs, paper plates, or towels, same idea. You just want your feet together and your toes touching the floor. This is going to be one solid movement, and I want you to think about keeping everything tight and straight. So you're going to use your abs to pull your hips up, keeping your legs straight, keeping your arms perpendicular to the floor if possible. And your end point, your hips are going to be in line with your shoulders. And you're just going to slowly lower yourself back down to that high plank position. And that is one rep. Our next exercise is a crunch or tuck up. Now for this, we're also going to get into our high plank position, arms perpendicular to the floor. Hands should be about shoulder width apart. And for this, you want to keep your core tight. And you want to think about putting a slight round in your lower back and pulling your knees to your chest using just your abs. So you're going to pull your knees to your chest, stopping just short of your chest, and extend your legs back out to the starting position. Really want to focus on keeping your core tight throughout and rounding your back slightly, especially as you perform that crunch. This is going to engage those abs fully. Next, we're moving on to the side crunch. And for this one, we're going to alternate sides. So as you alternate sides, always make sure you're performing the exercise evenly. And we're going to be in that high plank position again, hands about shoulder width apart, arms nice and locked out. And you want to just make sure that your shoulders are in line with your hips, which are in line with your feet. And you are simply going to use your abs. You'll feel this in your obliques as well. You're going to pull your knees to your chest. But as you pull your knees to your chest, think about twisting slightly. So your knee is going to match the opposite side of your chest. And you're going to extend your legs back and twist the other way back to your high plank position. And you're going to engage your abs, pulling your knees to your chest and bringing them to the opposite side of your chest. So you're just going to alternate from right side to left side as you go. Next exercise is a single leg crunch or single leg knee tuck. Now, for this one, you want to go ahead and get into your high plank position. But what we're going to do is only place one foot on that skateboard or one foot on your towel or paper plate, whatever implement you might be using. And you're going to extend your non-working leg out and up slightly, keeping it nice and straight. You can engage that glute if you like. And all we're doing here is we are using the abs to pull the knee to the chest, making sure to keep everything tight, just like the other exercises. You really want to keep your shoulders tight. You want to keep that non-working leg tight, slight round in that lower back to really engage the abs. And we're just going to do all of our reps on one side. And then, of course, as we switch sides, making sure to perform the exercise evenly. So you're going to extend that leg out and up slightly and use your abs to pull your knee to your chest. We're going to finish this workout with a very exciting isometric exercise. Just going to go ahead and get into a high plank and hold it. Now, just like we did for the crunches, I want you to think about rounding your lower back slightly and really squeezing those abs. So you're just going to keep everything nice and tight as far as that shoulder girdle, your abs, core, everything. Breathe throughout the exercise. I want you to hold this as long as you can. Just a quick reminder, when you're doing the crunches, make sure that you have a slight round in your lower back. This is what is going to cause your abs to kick in and work. If you don't, your hip flexors can take over, especially if they are more dominant, and you'll be sore in your hip flexors next day or the day after, and you may not be sore in your abs. So after you do the workout, listen to your body, see what the feedback is. Are your abs sore? Excellent. If your abs and your hip flexors are sore, that's okay too, because we are doing a lot of stabilizing with those hip flexors. Now, if just the hip flexors are sore, you've got an issue. Go nice and slow, be more mindful, record yourself if necessary. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the Fit Fam. That's it for this time. Until next time, train smart and train hard, y'all.